Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ryan, this is Fine Detailing. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time joining, please consider liking and subscribing. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Quick fun fact, 25% of my viewers are subscribers. 75% of you that watch don't subscribe. Really helps the channel, helps the algorithm, helps me do this and pay for more reviews for you guys. So I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Really helps. So with that, we're gonna get into a brand today that I have never reviewed. This is Jimbo's detailing products. So we're gonna get into this. I don't know a ton of information about Jimbo. I've seen him on some podcasts. He's based in Southern California. From my understanding, he used to help, or maybe still does, help consult brands and companies on detailing product like development, to my understanding. So he's always been a bit of appealing to me because of that industry experience and helping to test and create chemicals. And he has a YouTube channel as well. I think he's almost at close to 100,000 subscribers. He shows his development of his products on his YouTube channel, right? Any other product that we've ever seen is just like, yep, here's our new product, go use it, go buy it, good luck. But like, he's actually shown the progression of many of his products on his channel. And I just found that super unique and really appealing. And I'm like, wow, this guy's level of transparency is really cool. So Jimbo reached out to me. So in full transparency, I accepted these products for free. He sent them to me and he said, hey Ryan, if you want to test these out, let me know. And I said, yeah, of course, I'd be happy to. So this is his current line. We have a Chevy pickup truck today. It's like the ZR2. It's a pretty nice truck, but it's got some Arizona pinstriping is what we call it. It's got some scratches down the side. He's in for a full ceramic coating. So we're gonna paint correct it, go through the paces, and we're gonna use mainly Jimbo's products. He doesn't have an entire line yet, but I know, when he started, he's obviously like developing and testing. I think as I'm filming this video, he's also testing and building probably a new one-step like compound or polish. So he doesn't have that in his line, but what we do have today, what we're gonna start with is his Super Soaper. This is his soap here. I'm not gonna take you deep dive in all the products, but we are gonna use this. Dilution is 4 ounces of soap per 32 ounces of water in the foam cannon, and then pre-treatment, 1 ounce of soap per gallon of water. So I'm excited to try this one. I love a good tire dressing. So we'll see how these turn out. I think if I watched his video, it says blinged out, use straight, and then satin matte, use 4:1. Interiors use 6:1, so that's interesting. I probably won't use it on the interior, but I prefer a satin matte 4:1, so I'll see if I have time to dilute it. I personally like a ready-to-go tire shine. I don't like to mix tire shines and put them in other bottles and everything, but this is a big truck, so maybe we'll try blinged out. We'll see if it's how blinged out it is. The owner gave me, I always ask, by the way, what owners prefer. Like, do you want like a glazed donut or do you like a matte finish? The owner said, I don't care. So we're gonna probably try this straight up and we'll see how this tough his shell, which is his like ceramic sealant. We're not gonna use this today. I know he mentioned I can spray this on and then like send the ceramic coating on its way. But when the customer comes back in a week for a maintenance wash, I am gonna finish with this to add a layer of protection for him. We mentioned this will help give it some additional slickness. So we'll use that in a week's time, but in this video, you'll see this at the end. It is the complete cabin cleaner. This is one of his newest products. This is ready to go. This comes 4:1, which covers medium soils, light soils. You can do 10:1, maintenance 20:1, heavy soils 1:1. So I like that it's dilutable. This is one of the best smelling interior cleaners on the market. Full stop. I think I commented on one of his videos when he was developing, and I was like, if you could make Kosh Chemi Polestar and just make it smell better, that's what I want. Right. And so I feel like he did that. I'm not saying he listened to me directly, but like he took feedback from his audience and he developed this product. So we're going to see how it cleans on the interior. I'm not going to do a super deep dive, but we'll see how it foams. So we'll do that. And then this is his ceramic coating. This is how it comes in a box, right? And you open it up. You have your application, which by the way, I appreciate. I'm seeing so many companies that just don't put instructions anymore in their ceramic coatings. There's like, what? Give me instructions. So thank you for putting instructions here, Jimbo. Have a It doesn't feel like a saver applicator, so it just seems like a basic microfiber. And then I thought this was really cool. No one is doing this that I've seen. This comes, first of all, it's in this like air sealed air valve. Look at this. I don't know. Is this stupid? Do you guys care? But like, this is protecting it in shipping. All right, so we have his Gloss Boss ceramic coating. I believe this is 150 bucks on his website. However, this comes with this comes with 50 milliliters, whereas most other brands come with 30 mLs. So 150, you're definitely getting your money's worth for a 50 ml bottle. I think on his website I was reading, yeah, lasts 3 to 5 years or maybe even forever with a little TLC and using the toughest shell ceramic. So I agree with that, right? You can forever extend a ceramic coating if you're just topping it with a ceramic spray sealant. So that makes sense. I do love that he put a range on there, right? Like some people, all these other brands put in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year. 3 to 5 year seems reasonable, right? If you maintain your ceramic coating, you can probably get 5 years out of it. If you don't, if you run it through the car wash every so often, maybe 3 years, maybe less. So I appreciate that. We're gonna put this on and see how it lives up. The truck that we're coating is an outside truck. It's forever an outside truck. And again, it's a maintenance client who lives very close to me. So hopefully over the coming months and years, we can, pop in and give some updates there. All right, guys, that's the intro. We're gonna get into the wash and we'll go from there. Thanks. We are gonna start with the interior cleaner. This is the complete cabin cleaner. So we're gonna use it straight. I'm just gonna show you the sudsing. I don't actually use this in detailing. I do use this for maintenance though. We're gonna spray it in here. Okay, good foam. Yeah, great foam. I love that. I don't know. I don't know if the foam does a single darn thing, guys, but you know what? It gives me the feedback that I want. So that was just a foam check, and now I'm actually going to clean it like I would. Again, this is the auto fiber. This is the best thing since sliced bread. Spray a little on here. We're actually going to try and clean this leather and plastic. Try it off. It smells just incredible. I can't nail it down. I'm gonna try and ask him, and maybe I'll throw it up on the screen what the official scent is. But it smells like, I don't want to quite say cologne. It's killing me. I'm normally good at this stuff. I can't pick it out. So, all right. So dries. Right. So can't really see. Yeah, this is clean, this is not. I don't know if it leaves anything behind. Like, I can definitely see that it's cleaner here. Let's see if I can zoom in. So this leather is much darker here than here. So I think it did a good job of cleaning. Here is our Pure Magic cleaner. Pretty caked up. Hopefully you can see that. So yeah, wow. Great trigger. Okay. So it says let it soak for 30 to 60 seconds and then rinse off. So we'll let that soak. You can definitely smell the acid, so let's go ahead and rinse. Man, I love acid for wheels. Just be careful, guys, when using an acid product. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, these are freaking spotless, guys. Yeah, his Pure Magic cleaner is full send, guys. Big fan. Big fan. Just gonna foam this with his soap. Okay, we'll let that sit for a little bit. We'll go into the barrels. That acid did a pretty good job, to be very honest with you, but you know, we want to do a thorough job, make sure we get everything. This is honestly not even needed. I'm like not, I know it's black, it might be hard to see on camera, but there's no dirt left on these wheels. No brake dust. That acid killed it in a good way. Oh yeah, getting up in there, that's good. I really need the tire scrubber size, or the large one, large brush I should say. A little bit of browning. All right. This is Yum Undressed. Okay, I think the trigger's broken. Fine. Trigger sucks with this bottle. It hits the lip. Some feedback for you guys at Yum. All right, so better browning with a dedicated tire cleaner. Feels like I'm actually stripping whatever protection. I think he uses Armor All, like in the spray can on here. So actually stripping it, which is good. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if Jimbo comes out with his own dedicated tire cleaner. I'd love to see one from him. Okay. Here, it's Armor Detail Supply beads. All right, we are gonna foam rinse foam and then do our bucket wash. So this is just my pre-foam here. At about, the bottle says 3 to 5 minutes, let it dwell, but I'm also going to go back in a contact wash. So this isn't, I'm not here to say this is a touchless soap, so we're not going to do like swipe tests. We're just going to do real world cleaning. There's really good secondary surfactants in this soap. I'm seeing that. Contact wash.
We've got 3 gallons, and I've got 3 ounces in the bucket. Not the slickest I've felt, but you know, I know it's supposed to be a cleaning soap, so I don't necessarily expect, you know, it's not like a full-blown GSF, Kosh Chemi, you know, slick daddy. But look, if it gets the job done, that's all I really care about. But it's not slick, right? It's a good user experience, good smell, so that's nice. Appreciate that. Way to make this more concentrated, so the dilution is a little bit better. That would make sense to me, but I think using, you know, 4 ounces in your wash bucket, 4 ounces in your foam cannon, and then an ounce per gallon. Right now I'm at 7 ounces of product. So just some constructive feedback, not crapping on anything. Like, soap's doing a good job. It's a good user experience. I don't really have any negative notes or anything like that about the soap. Just the amount. So Jimbo would love it if you could chime in and just let us know, like, is it because you want those raw ingredients? You kind of need those chemicals to do the work for you. And if so, that's an acceptable answer, man. Like, all these other companies have come up with these crazy dilutions, like, you know, Built Hamber Auto Wash is what? That's 1 to 2,000, which is insane. You use like 13 mil of products, but then there's others, you know, the guy from Yum Car Care says, like, that's kind of a joke, right? Like, there's not enough raw ingredients there to actually do the work. So if it's about raw ingredients, touching the panel and getting in the soap and actually having the chemical do the work, and that's why you need 4 ounces of soap in your foam cannon and 1 ounce per gallon, that makes sense. And that's a totally acceptable answer. You know, 1 ounce per gallon is not unreasonable. Most others just do that most others say 1 ounce per gallon in the bucket, but in the foam cannon, he's saying 4 ounces. I'm guessing he's saying 4 ounces because the foam cannon dilutes the soap so much. So maybe that's why. Just so he can ensure there's enough product on there to actually do the cleaning. So again, if that's the reason why, then that's totally reasonable. But he may have already answered that too in previous comments. So I'm gonna keep washing, guys. I'm gonna clay and iron off camera. You've seen me do that a million times. This is a customer car, so I'm on a time crunch. So I'll come back to you for my correction and then the ceramic coating. Gloss Boss. So full transparency, I've done the entire roof and half the truck and the entire hood. I like to kind of get a feel for it and just make sure I'm using it right. This is a same pad I've been using. It doesn't feel like it's super high solids. So I'll reprime that and do my fill line. And then I'm going to do this whole door. So you can just see it, and this is really light colored paint, so I'm not gonna try and get it on camera. It's super hard to see, obviously. If this was black, I would show you. But we just do our crosshatch to obviously make sure that we got full coverage, and I can see it with the lighting ever so slightly. Okay. Yeah, I still see it being applied, right, in the light, putting it on all the plastics here. It's still going here. Wow. Put on all the plastics. Full mirror. Yeah, I think ease of application and usability, flash time here, is where this product shines. And then obviously we'll find out long term how durable it is. This is my maintenance client, and so I'll be able to check in on updates for you guys on how this is going. He advertises it as a 3 to 5 year coating. So we'll give it, it'd be cool to give you guys updates in 3 to 5 years, but we'll see if this customer keeps this car for that long. Okay. And then put it on the glass. I didn't have a fun wipe off on the glass on the other side, but my towel might have been a little clogged, so I just got a fresh towel. So we'll see how the wipe off is on the glass on this side for you. All right. So fully coated, all of our plastic trim. Okay, good to go. So now I'm gonna follow with a level. Kind of start where I started before. It's really easy. It's like melts away. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it like absorbs in. Like I'm not pushing coating, right? And maybe I've learned my lesson. I'm not applying too much, and I'm always used to seeing myself push coating around. But the application is very, very easy. The leveling is very easy. I'm not afraid of a high spot. Right? Come back with my second towel. I don't even need it. Like, there's nothing to level. It's crazy. I really like that, actually. That's really cool. Keep going. Flip to a dry side. Plastics, it really richens it up, like most ceramic coatings, but looks great. Pretty chill experience, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's a lot of coatings out there that raise your stress levels. This should be fun, right? You should have a good time detailing. You should be doing what you love. It shouldn't be stressful. So I'm not worried about a high spot, or this is gonna cure in 28 seconds and I have to wipe it in time. The forgiveness is, I think, again, where this coating shines. And I don't know, I might have said this in another video. I prefer a fast flash time as a professional, just because I want to focus on one area and not forget about it and leave a high spot and come back and freak out. As I think through this, I'm like, well, I can just go further, get more done, come back like I'm doing, level it, and it's kind of the same thing, right? So like in terms of time, would I do one small section, wait, wipe, move on, or do the whole thing, come back, wipe it all at once? Like, I feel like it probably averages out to about the same time. So I don't need to get on my high horse about, I have to have quick flashing coatings. And the benefit is, like, you know, we all make mistakes too, right? Like, I get high spots, I'll admit it. I'm not afraid to admit that I get high spots. It just happens, right? Especially when I'm yapping at the camera too. I'm obviously less focused. So yeah, guys, I don't know. This user experience here is like pretty chill. Like, there's nothing to level here. There's nothing to level. It's crazy. Okay, so I left this on. So for me, it's getting a little grabby. Here we go. Here we go. So a little grabby. So my conditions are 72 degrees Fahrenheit and 35% humidity for reference. But yeah, a few minutes, you're good. You are golden. So I'm doing this with you in real time. That's why I cut out a lot of the polishing and stuff. I prepped this, I panel prepped this with PNS panel prep. I clayed the car. I used PNS Iron Buster on it. And so it's been fully deconned and good to go. More of a workout, but it comes off, right? It's not coming off. It's not flashing. It's not curing. It's not my favorite on glass. I'll be honest there. But it's not bad. Make sure you have your coating light, and if you have a diffuser on there, that really helps. And then, yeah, so I got a lot left over here. But what's interesting is it's not like this on paint. Not having to come back and put my back into it, as they say. So yeah, it's kind of smeary on glass. So that's my feedback there for you, Jimbo. I don't know if that's, maybe I applied too much. Let me know, man. It's just not, it's not as easy, I'll say, application-wise on glass, or removal or leveling. Application is you just put it on, but the leveling is like doing a lot of work here trying to make sure it's all off. This is all dressed up. Victory will soon be mine. Oh man, this makes it so much easier. I'm liking it. It's working. It's working. It's soaking up the crap out of this. I'll let you know if I go back and knock it down with like a towel or something. We'll see how long it takes to kind of like fully kind of dry and soak in, because we obviously don't want any sling when we send this home. All right, come to you at the end. All right, guys, welcome back. Done with the detail. I shouldn't do my outros when I'm done with the detail. I'm exhausted. But we got the detail done. Wanted to give you my final thoughts. After this, I'll throw in my walk around, and then I'll throw in my water behavior test. I'm gonna have this customer come back in 7 days. He's gonna come back for a wash, so I'll wash it and get that on camera for you, and I'll show you what that looks like on the glass and on the paint in terms of the ceramic coating. Final thoughts on the products that I used. I'll take you through each one. I'll try and be quick here. We'll start off with the acid, which is called the Pure Magic Cleaner. It's magic, 10 out of 10, highly recommend it. Just be careful, guys, when you buy it. It's acid, right? So it can cause damage, right? So follow the dilutions. Maybe don't use it on paint if you're not familiar with acid. Just use it on some wheels. Give it the 30 to 60 seconds, rinse it off, don't walk away from it. And it'll clean like heck for you. I thought it was really great. Big fan of that. I'm probably gonna definitely reorder some of that magic wheel cleaner, or sorry, Pure Magic Cleaner. So that was really good experience. The soap, it cleaned well, it cleaned okay, no issues. I don't have any negative notes to say about the soap's cleaning ability. I didn't do a wipe test. Like, this isn't, I don't think he advertises it as a touchless soap. Maybe early on he said something to that effect, but like, it's a freaking car wash soap, right? Like, we're gonna use it to clean our cars. I used it to clean this car. It did a great job cleaning. My only negative on the soap is that you have to use a lot of it, okay? This is how much soap I used in the bottle on one wash. And I followed the instructions. 4 ounces of soap per 32 ounces of foam cannon, 1 ounce of soap per gallon of water. The ounce per gallon is pretty common in most soaps, so I'm not mad about that. But the 4 ounces in a foam cannon, again, I addressed this earlier in my video. I've used 7 ounces of soap to wash 1 car. So that's not very economical for the price. I'll put the price up on the screen. Again, if Jimbo weighs in, maybe it's because of the dilutions. He wants to make sure the right amount of chemical gets onto the paint and actually can do the work. If that's so, that makes sense. But maybe we can do something with the concentrations just to make this a little bit more economical, because using almost a half a bottle on 1 wash seems crazy to me. That's my full thoughts. But the soap itself performed well. I'm happy with it. I have that on the tires. It's blingy, and he says that on the label. And you know what? Like, I wanted to just try it as prescribed by Jimbo. This is his baby. This is his brand. He likes shiny tires. All good. I don't like shiny tires. He gives you the option to dilute it 4-to-1 for matte or satin. I didn't do that. They look good. They've dried to the touch. So I'll show you in my walk around. They've dried to the touch, but boy, are they shiny. So tire shine, not for me as it stands. I could always dilute it. It's just a little messy and gunky. I don't love diluting tire shine. I really, really prefer a ready-to-use tire shine. Now, his is ready to use, but you're gonna get glossy tires. So that's just food for thought for you there. So tire shine, it's not bad. It's just glossier than most brands. So just as a heads up, no big deal. Toughest shell, I'm gonna use that after the wash. And you know, I'm gonna seal his car for him after that, just another layer. So I don't have any notes on toughest shell yet. So we'll see. And then the interior cleaner is freaking unbelievable. Now, I don't know how good it cleans, right? It cleans as well as I think like an interior detailer, like a quick detailer. I didn't really have hammered seats, but you know what? I sprayed it on. I used kind of the Scrub Ninja, and the seats came clean, and they flashed off and they wiped off clean. The star of that, the highlight of the interior cleaner is the scent. The scent is unbelievable. It's the best smelling right now interior cleaner on the market, in my opinion. So I think he freaking nailed it with that. So that's great. I'm a big fan of that. Honestly, like, I might use it in my details. Even if I don't clean with it, I might just spritz it in the air for a quick scent right before the customer pickup. So the interior cleaner's killer. Super, super, super user friendly. I have no bad things to say about that, about the application on paint. I don't love it on glass. It was a little hard to remove on glass. I tried to get new towels just to double check. I was just working. So compared to dedicated glass coatings that I've used that are super easy to come off, like the Glaco, Soft 99 Glaco, the Armor Detail Supply V2, those are a breeze to come off. This, you have to work a little bit harder on glass. So I didn't love it. We'll see the hydrophobics, how they perform. I got it off, no big deal, not an issue. Slickness. This is totally personal preference and subjective. I am a slickness guy. I like the reward of putting on a ceramic coating and wiping it off and feeling that insanely slick feeling. This is not that. You will not get a slick finish. Is it sandpaper? Is it grabby? No, it's slick. But when you put the Pure Magic, or I'm sorry, the toughest shell on there, it's gonna slicken up. But again, I spoke with him and he mentioned like he had to sacrifice something, right? If he wants the durability of it, you can't have the slickness with it. So he went with the durability of it, and then he also has this ceramic topper. So again, that doesn't make it a bad product. It doesn't make it less effective. It's just not the slickest. Again, slickest doesn't translate into better hydrophobics per se or better longevity. It's just a user experience thing. And again, my preference is a slick coating. This isn't the slickest coating, but that doesn't make it a bad coating, right? I think for 95% of you watching this, the ease of application, and the 50 ml bottle that you get is worth the money. It's almost too easy, right? Like, I feel tricked right now. I feel tricked. I'm like, if this guy comes back in 7 days and this thing is flat, then I'll know I'm tricked, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna perform well. But it was so easy, I feel like I was tricked, if that makes sense. So thank you guys for watching. I will stop rambling. I don't know if I'll have any sort of promo code. If I do, I'll put it on the screen or whatever. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time. Catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks all.